Take me to San Carlos. How would we get there?
That way.
Okay, that's a good start. Any idea, without looking at your map? Is there something you could do with the nearest button on the GPS?
Oh, yeah, we could find the airport.
Yeah.
Right. And
SQL is the airport.
Right, but it's the this one.
Yep.
Right, and then push this in.
No. Yep. The D button for direct. Correct? Yep. And then enter button twice.
Okay, and enter is
right here. So it's direct, enter, enter. Right. And then you have to switch over to your GPS CDI.
Okay, and that's
right there.
Right there.
Get the pink one.
And one more.
Okay, now it's pointing. That's pointing at San Carlos. So you can turn toward that arrow.
Carlos is there?
Yep. And if you look over here, that magenta line is going right. That's your course line to San Carlos.
Okay.
And then if you look at the top, it tells you the distance to San Carlos. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have you go further up the coast, though.
Right.
So why don't you go ahead, continue a heading of 300. Go ahead and fly this heading right here. You can go full power and we'll get there.
That's 300.
That's right.
Maintain this altitude?
Yeah, that's good. Fly the heading, Buck. Once you've established a direct course to an airport, you can then come over here and turn the large knob over to the waypoint chapter off the map. So turn the large knob, one click to the right, and it gives you the frequencies for San Carlos. Because it now knows you're going to San Carlos, so then it comes over here and gives you the frequencies. At some point, we're going to want to listen to the ATIS for San Carlos.
Traffic.
Oh yeah, let's go back to our map then. There. I think it's the same plane. Do you see it now?
I just don't know where to look.
Oh, about 2 inches above the horizon, right over here. Right there. In the sky, just above the horizon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there he is. Yeah.
I was looking in the wrong place.
All right. Let's get down below 4,000. We're going to be heading towards the 4,000-foot shelf, so this will be about 3,500. Okay, so I'd like you to get the ATIS for San Carlos and listen to it. And you're able.
Want me to get them from there, or can I use my little sheet here?
Whatever. Whatever works for you.
Okay.
You had your paper chart, you could get it from that, too. And by the way, in preparation for the salt phase check, we will have that out, that paper chart.
Right. KSQL. This is 125.9.
So
So do we just overwrite the frequencies for frequency change approved, so I can switch, right?
That's right.
Okay.
47 Zulu wind variable at 5.
I just overwrite the one.
20,000.
We can flip it, flip that and put it into the... Actually, no, you could do that. Yeah, you could do it. You can put in that one.
Caution for a depression in the runway approximately 400 feet from departure on runway 31. Use caution for bird activity on and in the vicinity of the airport. Feedback, hold short instructions and runway assignment. Advise ground control departure request.
Information Airmet Sierra for the California coastal region is available on high watch, flight watcher flight frequencies. Advise on initial contact, you have information Golf. Carlos, information Golf, 1547 Zulu observation. Wind 280 at 7, visibility 9er, 20,000, temperature 14, 2.10, altimeter 29er 86.
Are you here? It's breaking up. Yeah, you can press the volume button to take the squelch off. That'll take care of that.
California coastal region is available on high watch, flight watcher flight service frequencies. Advise on initial contact, you have information Golf. San Carlos Tower information Golf, 1547 Zulu observation. Wind 280 at 7, visibility 9er, 20,000 scattered, temperature 14, 2.10, altimeter 29er 86. Visual approaches are in use, landing and departing runway 30, expect right traffic. Attention all aircraft, hazardous weather information, Airmet Sierra for the California coastal region is available on high watch, flight watcher flight service frequencies. Advise on initial contact, you have information Golf.
Now we're going to go to Tower 119.
San Carlos Tower information Golf, 1547 Zulu observation. Wind 280 at...
I would use tower. I use COM 1 for tower.
1,000 scattered.
I always like to use COM 1 for tower.
119. Right, that's 119.
Okay. All right, let's go ahead to San Carlos now.
Runway 30, takeoff 26.
Okay, so let's figure out where I am.
All you have to do is you can reestablish it. Just go direct enter again. It already knows you're going there, so you can just reestablish a new course that way. Okay. And then just,
and that's where we're going.
That's right.
I'll try turning it back on.
Okay, come on now. Thank you. Verify 1,100.
Affirmative.
So it's just like flying into Palo Alto. The only difference being that, we know that we have slack and the salt piles and things like that for Palo Alto. It's commonly used. If you're flying an unfamiliar airport, you don't necessarily know the local. So you would just give an idea, distance and direction. Right now, how far are we from San Carlos?
15 miles.
Okay, in what direction would you say? Easiest way to know is just look at the bottom of the heading indicator. We're about south.
South of the airport.
Huh?
We're south of the airport.
Yeah, yes, we are. That's the easiest way. Always look at the bottom. That'll tell you what direction you are.
Right. So we've also lost a lot of altitude.
That's fine. Just hold 3,000. For now, we need to be about 3,000 at least to clear those hills.
Traffic.
Again, same guy? Oh, I don't think so. I think that was our reflection off the ground. Sometimes you get those anomalies. Way off in the distance is Mount Diablo. As this as a reference point. Over here, that's where we fly through coming from Palo Alto. That's the low spot that we always fly through.
Okay.
Gotta be careful though, because there's another low spot over here that looks somewhat similar, that if you go across it, it kind of dumps you off closer to, San Francisco International. So you have to know which one you're crossing here. Have a hazy day though. This would be more of a challenging. Sounds pretty quiet at St. Carlos.
Idaho 5, 1 house, soon before you'll be over your area.
altimeters in now?
Yeah, you can.
Idaho 51 San Carlos Tower.
And what do I push on
Idaho 51 San Carlos Tower.
But this is
Okay,
Barrow.
Barrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can zoom in this map if you like. Zoom that in using the range knob. Just rotate it the direction. It's counterintuitive. You'd think you rotate it by. All right, this circle here is the airspace for San Carlos. Here we are. That's the airspace. So we just need to make sure we make our call to the tower before we get. So as soon as we cross the ridge here, we can do that.
Idaho 51, Roger. Thank you.
Okay, and we're asking for what?
We're going to ask for the option. And
Idaho 51, how do you
except for the option, we have information
Okay, we're
call.
hearing you fine now. We had a couple of radios here screwed up, and we're back with him.
Idaho 51,
Well, that was
thank
the
you.
instructor from yesterday.
Yeah, it sounds like the guy. Actually, does sound like the guy.
All right, so we're Cessna 2407 November, and we're going to tell them that we're 9 miles south. If we were calling now.
Yeah, south, or if you're halfway in between south and west, we're southwest.
Okay, so if it was now, we would say 9 miles southwest.
Right.
Runway 30.
Well, we don't have to say runway. They'll tell us.
Oh, okay, okay.
So we'll just request the option.
Request the option, that's it.
And then what do you think they'll tell us? They'll call it the cross midfield at or above 1,200 to enter right downwind for 30.
Right, and how much of that do we tell them?
All of it.
Cross midfield,
At or above 1,000.
above 1,500, right downwind for runway 30.
That's right, except it's 1,200.
1,200.
1,500 is what we want to stay below.
Okay.
Okay. You'll get it. That's good. Okay. Now, up here, as across the ridge here, if you look up there, I don't know if you can make it out in this direction. There's a waterway that comes down.
Yep.
All right. The airport is just at the base of that waterway, like the base of that U. That's where the airport is, so right alongside that waterway.
This way.
Yeah. So, anyway, you can go and make that call.
Centurion 611 Whiskey Sierra.
As soon as it gets quiet.
Runway 30 taxi via Mike.
Okay, Cessna 2407
Centurion 1 Whiskey
November.
Sierra, that was Santa Rosa.
Carlos Tower, Cessna 2407 November.
Direction and distance.
Oh, yeah, okay.
For 5 miles or whatever.
Right. 6 miles south. Is this now south?
Centurion
Right.
1 Whiskey Sierra, squawk 4247. Oakland Tower, frequency 127.2.
Right. Okay now.
Is that?
Go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. San Carlos Tower, Cessna 2407 November, 6 miles south of the field. Request the option.
Cessna 2407 November, San Carlos Tower, ident.
Ident.
Right now you can start your descent, gradual descent.
Cessna 07 November, ident observed 5 miles south of San Carlos Airport, verify 3,300.
Yeah, just say that's us.
Yes, that's us. 07 November.
Cessna 2407 November, make right traffic, runway 30, report overhead the airport at or above 1,200.
At above 1,200, overhead the airport, making right traffic, runway 30. Information golf.
Cessna 2407 November, traffic 10 o'clock, 2 miles southeastbound altitude, 3,100.
So we're looking.
We're looking for that.
Cessna 407 November, additional traffic 1 to 2 o'clock, 2 miles, orbiting at 2,000 feet is the stationary.
Okay, looking for that.
We're looking.
Huh. Okay, you have this guy over here flying towards us. So we'll start to, again, 101 is up here. We just need to get down below 1,500. So you can bring that power back. We'll just make sure.
Where's 101?
101 is right up by those buildings. Yeah, right along. Now, see, can you make? I don't know if you can make out the airport yet, but it's right along the.
07 November, the traffic off your left side is now 9 o'clock and a mile, 300 feet above you southeastbound. Track is going to take it behind you.
Okay, Roger. 07 November.
Cessna 07 November, the traffic off your right side is no factor now. It's also behind you to your right.
Okay, we see that traffic. 07 November. All right. Airport's right up here. With the waterway kind of bends down like this, it's right at the base of that bend. The runways are there.
I see it.
Okay. Shape. We'll cross directly over midfield perpendicularly, and then we'll turn to the right to enter a right downwind for 30. A little less descent rate. If you find yourself having to lose altitude out here, you could just elect to do a 360. Just do a circle, just go down.
Right.
If it cleared you of the train. Okay, now just turn to the right. That will point us right at the runways. To the rows of hangar.
Tower Centurion 611 Whiskey Sierra is ready to go east side Belmont.
And he said at or above 1,200, so you can level off here, add some power.
Runway 30, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff.
This, we're cool. We're below 1,500, we're above 1,200, so that's good. This is how you do it.
And this is midfield?
Yeah, now hold the nose up so we don't get down below 1,200. That's midfield. He said report overhead, so
right.
We could do that once we are overhead. Then as soon as we're overhead, we'll start our descent down to pattern altitude of 800 feet. So just remember, if you ever have to come here from this direction, that little swirly inlet and the airport's right down below here. If you're at 1,100, they're not going to know the difference, really. They just, they're not going to nail you because you got that.
For noise abatement.
That's right. It's really for noise abatement. Can you tell them we're overhead?
San Carlos Tower, Cessna 2407 November, overhead.
Cessna 2407 November, number 1, runway 30, clear for the option, right close traffic approved.
Number 1 for runway 30 for the option 07 November.
We're just going to land here once, we'll go back to Palo Alto.
So I can now go into the pattern?
Yep.
100 feet?
Yeah, and there's your runway right there, just kind of look at it. 800 feet. Thereabouts, just whatever works at this point, power all the way back. If this was you on a solo.
Yeah, we'll go around.
Okay, let's go around. Just tell the tower we're going to go around.
Cessna 2407 November, going around.
Roger. Centurion 1 Whiskey Sierra, caution wake turbulence from the Boeing 757.
Oh, here at San Carlos, they want us to fly out to Oracle before we turn our right base or right crossing.
Plaza at 900 feet southbound, indicated altitude is 900 feet. Remain outside of Bravo and Charlie, contact Oakland Tower 127.2.
1 Whiskey Sierra, thanks today.
Turn just forward of the towers?
Yeah, just right when you're over this waterway here is when you can turn. Again, it's all for noise abatement. By this point, then they fear. You want to keep climbing, though. We want to get up to 800 feet.
Turn now.
Now you can turn.
San Carlos Tower, Cessna 8184 Lima, just departed the San Mateo Bridge Dole Plaza, inbound for full stop information, Golf.
Cessna 8184 Lima, San Carlos Tower, enter right base, runway 30, report to cement plant.
Right base 30, report to cement plant, 84 Lima.
Cessna 84 Lima, traffic 2 o'clock, a mile and a half north-northeast bound, 1,000 feet is a Centurion.
Look for that traffic, 84 Lima.
better to finish the turn and then get the wings level, and then you'll see it.
Cessna 84 Lima, traffic no factor.
84 Lima.
November 7908 Delta Sierra, San Carlos ground, runway 30, taxi via Mike. November 8 Delta Sierra, verify type aircraft. Diamond Star 8 Delta Sierra, thank you. Cessna 07 November, number 1, runway 30, cleared for the option.
Number 1 clear for the option, runway 30, 07 November.
I said that one student I have here loves this airport. It does have a smoother runway to it, that's for sure.
On the runway?
No, that's just a black spot. I know that. I've often thought that, though.
Do a full stop?
Yeah, we'll do a full stop.
Lima at the cement plant.
Cessna 84 Lima, runway 30, clear to land, number 1.
30, cleared to land, number 1, 84 Lima.
Cessna 07 November, turn left when able, runway 30, taxi via Kilo.
Taxi via Kilo, 07 November.
And runway 30. They always want to hear the runway number, especially here. They get really irritated. You know, say it. All right, turn to the left, and we'll get back. Raise your flaps. Okay, so on that landing, not bad. I would keep a little bit more airspeed in, a little bit longer, keep the nose down just a little bit more. We'll get it down a little closer to the runway. Be a little bit more speed to play with at the bottom.
King Air 840 Charlie Papa San Carlos ground, runway 30, taxi via Juliet. King Air 0 Charlie Papa Squawk 3757, NorCal departure frequency 135.65.
In tower, Cessna 240, November, ready for departure, runway 30, and I'd like a right downwind departure, Palo Alto.
Who's calling for a right downwind departure to Palo Alto?
Cessna 2407 November.
Cessna 07 November, right downwind departure, approved on the go.
Call me is what?
On the go.
07 November, hold short runway 30.
Holding short runway 30, 07 November.
He said on the go. It's kind of like, that's just, of course you're going to.
Cessna 8184 Lima taxi parking via Kilo and Juliet remain tower frequency.
Okay, parking via Kilo and Juliet, 84 Lima.
Cessna 2407 November, right down departure approved, runway 30, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 30, 07 November.
There you go. Somebody back there really doing a run up. What was that right behind us? What was it?
Oh, it's a big airplane.
Biggie.
Here we go.
Yep. It's funny you said that though, because every time I do land here, that's my first thought is there's something in the runway.
Tower King 840 Charlie Pop, ready to go 30.
King 840 Charlie Pop, Santa Carlos Tower, hold short runway 30.
Hold short 300 Charlie Papa.
King 0 Charlie Papa, can I recommend a Bay Meadows departure for you? I think it might be work out better for you for your on course. We've got a Pilatus inbound on the visual approach, and I've got a stationary orbiting right at the 3-mile point at 2,000 feet, right where you'd be making the southbound turn on the Woodside departure.
Yeah, no problem. We'll do a Bay Meadows off 300 Charlie Papa.
King 0 Charlie Papa, Bay Meadows departure approved, runway 30, clear for takeoff.
30, clear for takeoff, 0 Charlie Papa.
Idaho 51, San Carlos Tower.
Idaho 51, Roger, go ahead.
Idaho 51, traffic 3 miles southeast of your present position on a visual approach to the runway as a Pilatus descending out of 2,800 feet.
Continue to climb or stay at...
Stay at pattern altitude until we're past the runway.
Okay.
Whenever you hear an aircraft referred to as Idaho, like that's law enforcement.
Oh.
Yeah.
San Carlos Tower, 7908 Delta Sierra, ready to go.
Diamond Star 7908 Delta Sierra, San Carlos Tower, Belmont Blue departure, runway 30, clear for takeoff.
Some kind of law enforcement.
Clear for takeoff, 8 Delta.
Okay, and then once you're beyond the runway, then you can climb up. We'll climb up to 1,000 feet. Now, off the distance, angling off to the left is 101. If you just stay to just trace that, just stay to the left of it, it'll feed you right into Palo Alto downwind. The pattern altitude on this side of Palo Alto, of course, is 1,000 feet. We may have talked about it before. This complex down here, you'll hear San Carlos referred to as the cement plant.
Yep.
All right, so if they say, fly direct to the cement plant to enter right base 30, that's what they're doing.
Carlos Tower, good morning, sir. Fair 2-1 is 3 miles, about 4 miles to the south. We're requesting 30.
Surfair 21, San Carlos Tower, straight in, approach to runway 30, clear to land. 2988, wind 2905.
Yeah, they'll let us know.
30, thank you, Surfair 2-1.
Number, contact Palo Alto Tower 118.6.
Contact Palo Alto Tower 118.607 November.
Okay, now we can pick up ATIS real quick if you can.
It's available on highway.
Got a little bit of time.
Wind variable at 5, visibility 8, scattered 20,000, temperature 16, 2.12, altimeter 2986. Runway 31 in use, GPS approach in use. Hazardous weather information available, high watch flight service frequencies. Use caution for a depression in the runway approximately 400 feet from departure on runway 31. Use caution for bird activity on and in the vicinity of the airport. Feedback, hold short instructions and runway assignment. Advise ground control of departure request. Advise on initial contact, you have information, Romeo.
3 o'clock, 2 miles southeastbound.
Ending runway 31, clear for takeoff.
Runway 31, clear for takeoff, right to Golden Bravo.
Okay, and where...
Now you can just tell them we're off San Carlos.
Okay.
556 Romeo Juliet, ready in.
And request full stop.
56 Romeo Juliet, Palo Tower, pull up, hold short, runway 31.
Pull hold short, 316 Romeo Juliet.
Okay, get your Tilde Golf, extend upwind, I'll call your crosswind for short approach.
You call a crosswind to a Golf.
Palo Alto Tower, Cessna 2407 November, off San Carlos. Full stop.
2407 November, Palo Alto Tower, enter left downwind, runway 31, ident, verify information, Romeo.
Information Romeo, and left downwind, will ident.
Well, the 6 Romeo Juliet, right 45 approved outside of the...
It's up to 1,000 feet now, let's get up there.
Runway 31, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 31, right 45 and passing outside the upwind traffic, 6 Romeo Juliet.
Juzo, good for takeoff. We'd like to fly a normal approach and a normal pattern.
Okay, get your Tilde Golf, roger, crosswind approved.
Crosswind approved, Juzo, Tilde Golf.
See airport there?
Yeah.
4 Sierra Papa, number 1, runway 31, clear for the option.
Number 1, runway 31, clear for the option, 4 Sierra Papa.
Cessna 07, number 2, follow Cessna right down, I'll beam the tower, runway 31, clear to land.
Number 2 for runway 3107 November.
Okay, get your Tilde Golf, number 3, follow Cessna left downwind, approaching 13 numbers, runway 31, cleared for the option.
Number 3 for runway 31, to a Tilde Golf.
Palo Alto Tower, Cessna 824 Lima Bravo over the Stanford dish, inbound with Romeo.
824 Lima Bravo, Palo Alto Tower,
So the other airplane's on the right.
Correction, make left traffic.
What's that?
runway
The
31.
aircraft's on the right.
Yeah, that's right.
Traffic, runway 31, 824
It's right there, he's turning base right now.
Number 2 traffic in sight, to a Tilde Golf.
See it?
Okay, get your Tilde Golf, roger.
Yeah.
Takeoff, Bravo, number 4, runway 31, clear for the option.
So can I start to...
Not yet. No.
Gotta pass him?
Yeah.
Ready to go,
Just
Bravo.
hold your altitude up a little bit.
Well, or correction, Cessna Takeoff, Bravo, affirmative, you're number 4, runway 31.
And if you ever don't see the aircraft, just tell tower to call your base.
Roger, number 4, runway 31, clear for Zone Echo, Bravo.
Matt, you know,
The
just
6 Romeo Juliet traffic,
you don't want to be
11
making
moving
assumptions.
12 o'clock in about 3
Yeah, I
miles,
see him now.
east-northeast,
Okay.
indicates 1,400, type unknown, remain outside of Oakland Class Charlie airspace until advised,
so,
contact Oakland Tower 127.2, so long.
Looking outside Charlie, South Tower 6 Romeo Juliet, good day.
Typical busy Palo Alto.
Oh.
That's where you learned. Wow.
Take it to Tilde Golf, you're cutting your traffic out to return to the downwind.
Roger, to a Tilde Golf.
Traffic.
Take it to Tilde Golf, verify you have the Cessna off to your right in sight.
Okay.
He was about to cut us off.
Traffic.
Ready to go, Bravo, please call my
I'm
base.
expecting to see us coming off the left, I'm sure.
Oh. Pitch down just a little bit, get a little bit more airspace.
Takeoff, Bravo, I'll clear your base.
You call my base, call Bravo.
4 Sierra Papa, extend upwind to the train bridge.
Extend to the train bridge, 4 Sierra Papa.
Seem like a 65.
Yeah, something in this range. I just like you to have a little bit more at the bottom, that's all. Think you're...
Takeoff, Bravo, base turn approved.
You've got the touch
Roger,
now.
base, I'll go to Bravo.
Alright.
Not on the ground.
I know. We'll get better. I'm
Just
not...
gonna go to the end.
Yeah, we'll go to the end. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. I mean, it's just at that last instant, if you pull back a little bit more as you're re-landing it, it came up a little bit, you caught it, you let it come down, but then you just have to kind of go back into that sequence
2 mile
of being able to pull back, right?
Number 3, clear the land, looking for traffic.
Unless you're going extremely fast, it's unlikely that...
Bravo, Fable, keep your base turn in tight behind that traffic.
I'll tell you what,
Bravo.
Cessna 07 November, taxi to parking via Kilo and monitor ground. Good day. No delay to the runway, or to the parallel, please.
Monitor ground. 07,